Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. In the last video we talked about abelian group, and in this video we will be talking about non-abelian group. So what is a non-abelian group? Basically any group which is not commutative is a non-abelian group. That is, we take any group and if it does not satisfy the commutative operation, then it is a non-abelian group. Let's see the example. Set of 2 by 2 matrices under multiplication with entries coming from Z having determinant plus or minus 1 is non-abelian group. Here we are using multiplicative operation, okay, and its determinant should be plus or minus 1. Entries must be coming from Z, that is set of integer, and should be a 2 by 2 matrix. Let's see example. Consider A as a matrix, okay. So we are taking A as 1, 2, 0, 1. We can see determinant of A is 1 because 1 into 1 is 1 and 0 into 2 is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. And we are taking other matrix B as 1, 1, 1, 0. Here 1 into 0 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1 and 0 into 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So determinant of A is 1 and determinant of B is minus 1. So we have choose both of these matrices. Now let's check the properties of groups. First one is closure. So let's check what does it gives us under multiplication. If we multiply A and B, what we get is this. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1 and 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1 and 2 multiplied by 0 is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 multiplied by 1 is 0. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. And 0 multiplied by 1 is 0. 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. So here is 0. So we are getting the matrix 3, 1, 1, 0 whose determinant is 3 into 0 is 0 and minus 1 whose determinant is minus 1. So this is closure. Closure property is satisfied. Now to check associative property, let's consider some other matrix C such as 1, 3, 0, 1. Now we will check AB into C. So AB into C is equal to multiplication of AB is 1 plus 2 is 3, then 1 here it will be 0 and 1 is 1 and here it will be 0, okay. And the C matrix is 1, 3, 0, 1. So we will multiply it again with this and we will get 3 into 1 is 3, 3 3s are 9 and 1 10. Here is 1 and here we will get 3. Now we can check the determinant of this matrix is 3 3s are 9 minus 10 is minus 1. So determinant of this matrix is minus 1, though, so this is also closure. And if we do A into BC, what will we get? We will get 1, 2, 0, 1 multiplied by matrix B and C. It will be 1. Here it will be 3 plus 1, that is 4. Here it will be 1 and here it will be 3. And their multiplication will again give us, let's see what it gives us. 1 plus 2, that is 3. Here it will give us 4 plus 6, that is 10. Here it will give us 1 and here it will give us 3. So AB into C is exactly equal to A into BC. So additive property is also satisfied here. Now next we will need to check the existence of identity element. Now in case of 2 by 2 matrices, matrix I, which is of the form 1, 0, 0, 1 is identity matrix. So here I is identity element. If we multiply any matrix with this matrix, we will get the same matrix. Let's say AI, that is matrix A into matrix I. This will again gives us 1, 2, 0, 1, which is nothing but the matrix A. So this shows that I is identity element. Now we have to check for the inverse element, that what is the inverse element here. Let's consider the matrix A is let's take matrix A as 1 to 0 1, and let's consider matrix A dash as 1 minus 2 0 1. Now let's multiply A and A dash. Let's see what will we get. So here we will get 1. Here we will get minus 2 plus 2, that is 0. Here we will get 0. And here we are getting 1. And this is nothing else but the identity matrix, the identity element. So A into A inverse is I. So matrix A dash is the inverse matrix for matrix A. And it is also a 2 by 2 matrix having determinant 1. So it also satisfies the closure property. Therefore this shows that all 4 properties of groups are satisfied. Therefore 2 by 2 matrix with entries coming from Z having determinant plus or minus 1 is a group. Now let's check whether it is a abelian group or. Now to check whether the given group is abelian or non-abelian, we will need to check whether the elements of the groups commutes or not. So we have taken the two elements, say 1 2 0 1 and 1 1 1 0. Now we will check whether they satisfy the commutative property or not. For that, first of all, we will check AB, multiplication of AB, and this will give us 3. Then here will be 1, here will be 1, and here will be 0, right? And now we will check BA. So BA will be equal to, here it will be 2, here it will be 3, here it will be 1, and here it will be 2. So friends, we can see that AB is not equal to BA, and so we can say that these both are not commutating to each other, and so commutative property is not being satisfied. So we can say that set of 2 by 2 matrices under multiplication operation with entries coming from integers having determinant plus or minus 1 is a non-abelian group of infinite order because they are not satisfying the commutative property. Let's go next. What is the order of a group? Now we will see a new concept, that is order of a group. Order of a group is the number of elements present in the group. Order of group is denoted by O of G, small o of G. The order of the group is finite. We say the group is of finite order. Otherwise, the group is of infinite order. Let's see. Suppose A is a group having elements 1 2 3 4 5. So here order of A will be 5 because A contains 5 elements. Suppose here is B which contains 1 2 3. So here order of B will be 3 because B contains 3 elements, therefore order of the group B is 3. Suppose we consider the group of integers Z under addition operation, it will consist of elements 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 to infinity. So in this group Z there are n elements and they are countably infinite elements. So Z is of infinite order. So the group Z is of infinite order. Okay. This was about order of group. Now what is order of element of a group? Let G be a group and A be element of G, then there exists a positive integer n such that A raised to n is identity element E. Then list such positive integer n is called as order of A, denoted as O of A. Let's see example so we can understand it better. Consider the 4th roots of unity. Those are 1, minus 1, I, minus I. So here consider minus 1. Minus 1 is the element which belongs to this group. Okay. So what is identity element over this group? Identity element E is 1. It is clear. Okay. So we took element A as minus 1. So minus 1 to which power when we increase -1 it will give us 1. So if we do -1 square, it will give us 1, right? If we do -1 cube, it will again give us -1. If we will do -1 raised to 4, it will give us 1. If we do -1 raised to 5, it will give us -1. If we increase this -1 to the power 6, it will again give us 1, right? So here -1 is the element, and it is giving us a identity element 1 to the power 2 to the power 4 and to the power 6. Means when we are increasing -1 to the second power to the fourth power and to the sixth power, we are getting the identity element as 1. But exactly which one is considered as order? The list of those. So from 2, 4 and 6, 2 is the least power. So -1 raised to 2 is 1 identity element. Therefore 2 is the order of -1. Likewise, we can also say that I square is, if we consider I, then I square is -1, I cube is -I, and I raised to 4 is 1, right? I square is -1, I cube is -I, and I raised to 4 is 1. Therefore, order of I is 4. Also, order of -I is 2. Clear? Next. If no such integer n exists, then element A is of infinite order. And if there does not exist any element, then we say that n is of infinite order. So friends, in today's video, we just talk about non-abelian group. Any group which is not commutative, it is non-abelian group. Then we see the example of 2 by 2 matrix under multiplication operation with entries coming from integers having determinant plus or -1. It is infinite non-abelian group. Then we see the what is order of group. Then number of elements present in a group is the order of group, and it is denoted by small o of g. If the order of the group is finite, then we say that the group is of finite order, and if the order of the group is infinite, we say that the group is of infinite order. Then we see the order of element of a group. Then if G be a group and A be element of G, then there exists positive integer n such that A raised to n is E. Then list such positive integer n is called as order of A, and it is denoted by O of A. We see the example of fourth roots of unity, in which the order of -1 is 2, as 2 is the list which gives, as 2 is the list power which gives us the identity element 1. And if no such integer n exists, then element A is of infinite order. So in the next video, we will prove some results related to group theory. So please do like, share and watch our videos. Thank you.